Well, my dumbass has been on mute this whole time. Hello, Maury! Welcome to the Meesh stream. Hello, Maury. Hello, Kate. Hello, Yang. Hello, Ivy Mike. Hello, Mighty Collector. Welcome one and all to the Meesh stream. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah, that's on me. My bad. Hey, welcome everyone. How is your Wednesday going? I hope you all had a lovely Independence Day. All right, we're gonna get some more different music here. All right, there we go. Hey, are you all excited to do some math tonight? This is the third-ish edition of Math with Meesh. We're gonna continue relearning calculus because I used to know how to do math, and I'm gonna see if I can still do math now. Nah, math is great. Everyone loves math. Hey, give me some emotes in the chat if you love math. Alright, so, yes, the gays are doing math. Math is the gayest of all subjects. Gayer than art history. Gayer than, I don't know. What other subjects are there? History was probably pretty gay. They just don't teach you the good stuff in school. Hey. So, what are we doing tonight? We're trying something a little bit different. So last time, the frequent viewers of the Meesh stream will remember my struggle with trying to use this, digital art tablet. Trying to, get it to cooperate, and that was kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to try something different this time. We're going to analog. I got graph paper. I got a pen, which I mooched from Ricanti. Hello, Alyssa. Welcome. It is more likely than you think. All right. So, hey, welcome to the Meesh stream. All right, we're going to get started here in just a sec. Thank you all for tuning in. I got to give my usual disclaimers. Tonight, we're going to be relearning derivatives. I'm going to be using a book. All the problems tonight come from Barron's AP Calculus 2020 and 2021 edition. Hello, Razor Girl Luna. Welcome to the Meesh stream. I would give you a shout out, but I haven't bothered to set up my bot, so sorry. Everyone follow Razor Girl Luna. She's lovely. Problems tonight come from Barron's AP Calculus by Dennis Donovan and other authors. Tonight we'll be doing some sample problems from chapter 2. Nope, 3. Chapter 3, differentiation. I just lost my page. The stream is going swimmingly so far. Luckily, Ricanti's not here to bust my chops tonight. Alright, so, hey. We're gonna do some things. Like I said, I'm using some problems from chapter 2 as usual. We will be using only a small subset of the total problems available. I will not be showing any of the solutions from the book. I have not seen these problems before. I'm gonna be doing them on the fly. You can watch me bumble my way through these problems. We're using none of the book's answers or explanations. Is my belief and my hope that this use falls under the fair use of copyrighted materials for educational purposes, and if not, please don't sue me. You can ask me nicely and I will stop using this book and take down any VODs. There's no need to sue me, I don't have a lot of money, please. Hey, alright, let's get into the mathematics here. Wait, what did you say, Luna? I think everyone here follows me, so we're cool. We are cool. Alright, so unlike last time, I'm not going to be showing the actual problems from the book. I tried photocopying a page and sharing it last time, but it came out really blurry and no one could read it anyway, so these problems are all pretty short. I'm just going to go ahead and maybe rewrite the original problems, and then you all can follow along at home that way if you like. Would you like that? I hope so, because that's what we're doing tonight. Luna, how are you? It's good to hear from you. How are things? And Maury, you too. It's good to see you. I feel like You went like a long time without streaming, and now you're streaming again, and I'm glad to see you back. I missed you, Maury. Alright, time for some math problems. Okay, so our first problem, we have a function, y equals x to the fifth times tangent of x. And we want to find the derivative dy dx. That is you got one function, y, we got this derivative dy dx, which is the rate of change of this function, and we are going to calculate it together. Yeah, Maury, that is relatable. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You gotta smash that go live button. Hey, this is gonna be an interactive stream. If you would like to learn math together, please feel free to do these problems on your own. Hello, Ashley Snep. Welcome. We're doing maths. Yeah, like I said, feel free to follow along at home. Backseating is allowed and encouraged. Write your answer in the chat. I may look away from the chat unless I get stuck and need some help, and then you can help me. Mathematical, heck yeah. Was that an Adventure Time reference? Mathematical. All right, so I'm gonna use the product rule for this one, right? So we take the derivative of the first function here times the second. Then you add the first times the derivative. Alright, I got this. So I take the derivative of the first part, you get 5x to the fourth times tangent of x. And then you have the first function, the original thing, times the derivative of the second. Ah, man, I wish my camera would stop trying to refocus. Ah, well. I am a southpaw, and the savvy longtime viewers of the Meesh stream will notice that I moved my gromlin to the other side because I didn't want to look like I was squishing the gromlin with my hand. Oh my god, Ashley, thank you so much for the sub. You are so sweet. You didn't need to do that. As a subscriber to the Meesh stream, you will get access to some delightful emotes, lovingly drawn by my GF Ricanti. I'm left-handed too. Heck yeah. Lefties unite. Alright, let me finish solving this problem here. So we're going to do plus x to the fifth times the derivative of the second function. The derivative of tangent x is secant squared of x. I hope. Y'all, I haven't done this in like a decade or more. I had to make like flashcards to relearn this nonsense. Default hand settings. Does that mean you're a righty? Hey chat, is this what you got for the answer? I hope so. Oh, Ashley, if you have that drawing, post it in the Meesh court. I really want to see that. It sounds adorable. Except one. What is that aspect, Maury? Alright, good news. We got it right. Next problem. Okay, so we gotta, it's not math related. Oh, Maury. Alright, so this is one of those rational functions. So I'm gonna use the quotient rule here. Right. dy dx. I'm gonna do the denominator first. because I think that's the simpler part. You just take the original denominator squared. 3x plus 1 squared. The numerator is the trickier one. So we're going to do oh heck. So you start with the bottom function, right? Times the derivative of the top. 3x plus 1 times the derivative of the numerator, which is -1. Right? And then you're going to subtract the top function. Don, I see you. I'm not ignoring you. I got to make sure I finish this problem before I forget what I'm doing. This is 2 minus x times the derivative of the denominator, which I get 3. Alright, so next up I'm going to simplify this. You got a sharp pain in your front lobe. Oh no, Donna. I'm sorry to hear about your lobe. Ashley, your boyfriend is a loose cannon. I like that description. He sounds like my girlfriend. Ricanti is very chaotic. Alright, so now I'm gonna distribute here. We're gonna do some multiplications. This becomes -3x minus 1. Right? This is a tricky thing here because you got this subtraction, but I gotta do this multiplication first. So it's gonna be 3 times 2 is 6 minus 3x. I'm not going to bother rewriting the denominator. I'm just going to keep simplifying this first, right? So this is minus 3x minus 1 minus 6 plus 3x. Okay, so now the plus 3x and negative 3x cancel out. And then you got negative 6 minus 1, so I get negative 7 over 3x plus 1 squared. Is that the right answer? Let's find out. Heck yeah, it is. Alrighty, next problem we got y equals... Hey, did anyone do anything fun for the 4th of July? Is the 4th of July a thing in your country? I mean, obviously, July 4th probably exists as a date, but I'm pretty sure it's only a holiday in the US. You looked at VR fireworks? That actually sounds awesome. Man, I want to get a VR headset. I think I'm going to soon. Okay, next one, we got a function y equals square root of 3 minus 2x. Yang slept for most of it. Oh yeah, Maury, show me some cool VR chat worlds. I would love that. Actually, you go straight to the 5th. Wait, what's the... Is it the 6th now? Or do you have like 2 July 5ths in a row? Okay, so we're gonna find the derivative of this. There's a trick we can do with this. Because we know that taking the square root of something is the same as raising it to the power of 1/2. And then once you know that, you can do the chain rule. So you can do like... So it's me 1/2, 3 minus 2x, the power of negative 1/2. But wait, there's more, because you got to take the derivative of the inside. That's called the chain rule. So this whole thing gets multiplied by negative 2. Okay. Yeah, actually, I get that. I'm trying to do this without a calculator. I think most of the problems here use pretty small numbers, so I can get away without using a calculator. We'll see. They have problems at the end of the chapter that are intended for you to use a calculator, so we'll see if I make it that far. Okay, so I'm going to try and... Well, first of all, these things will cancel out. The 2 and the 1/2. I was going to remember this becomes negative 1 now. And because you have a negative exponent, it's going to go in the denominator. So this becomes negative 1 over square root of 3 minus 2x. Hooray! We got it. Hold on. Ashley said I was the kid in math class sleeping on the table every lesson. Dang, I'm super jelly. I could not ace tests if I slept through every class. Well, Ashley, I hope you don't fall asleep during my stream. Unless you're looking to go to sleep. Then I can be like Meesh Gromlin ASMR. You can fall asleep to the sound of my soothing voice explaining high school math. Heck yeah. I was never too good at geometry. Proofs. The worst. Alright. Maury says IDK geometry makes sense. Maury, do you love triangles? Every triangle can be a love triangle when you love triangles. The hell am I talking about? Alyssa says I love trig. I love trig too. It's been a while since I did trig. I gotta remember that SOHCAHTOA. Yeah, my brain is very smooth, which is why I have to work so hard to relearn the things I used to. I used to know these things, but the knowledge, you see, it just slides right off my smooth brain. Okay, next problem. We got y equals 2 over 5x plus 1 to the third. Yeah, we don't really have any commands, Maury. That's, I used to have a bot. It's not, working at the moment. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is rewrite this. Because we could actually use the quotient rule to solve this, but I don't want to do that because it's complicated, so I'm going to do it the lazier way, which is I'm going to rewrite this. When you have this exponent in the denominator, you can make it negative and you can move it in the numerator, and then your division problem becomes a multiplication problem. And it's easier. Okay. So this is going to be 2 times this whole business here. 5x plus 1 to the power of minus 3. So, we have the dy dx is going to be 2. We bring this exponent down, so it becomes 2 times negative 3 times all this. 5x plus 1. And then you gotta subtract 1 from the exponent, so this becomes negative 4. But wait, you thought we were done. There's more. You gotta do the derivative of the interior, the inside function here, so this whole thing gets multiplied by 5. And we're gonna multiply this out and see if I'm right. So, 5 times 3 is 15, times 2 is 30. There's a negative sign, so negative 30 times 5, x plus 1, power of negative 4. I guess you could rewrite this. And the denominator is negative 30 over 5x plus 1 to the 4th. Hello, girls! Welcome to the Meesh stream. We're doing math with Meesh. I'm trying to relearn calculus, which is a thing I used to know how to do. And I'm keeping myself honest, because I had this goal where I wanted to relearn the things that I should remember. But I know that I'm not going to do it on my own, so I'm having the chat keep me honest. You're keeping me accountable, making sure that I show up and that I still know how to do this stuff. How are you, girls? Everyone, if I had... We're running a real shoestring operation here. This is, we don't have... My bot's not working, so I can't shout anyone out. We don't even... probably shouldn't say this. I'm like putting myself at risk here. We don't even have any mods in the chat at the moment. Rakanti's asleep. So we're really, this is a real Mickey Mouse operation we got going tonight, but I'm glad you're all here. I'm wonderful, girls. How are you? Everyone should follow my friend girls. If you don't know her, she is an awesome VR dancer / streamer / podcaster. Girls, I started listening to your podcast. You like interview the most interesting people. I got through 2 episodes. I'm like, holy crap. Anyway, I also am vibing. Let's do some maths together. So, hold on. I did a couple of problems so far. I keep losing my place here. Yes, you can. Although I'm embarrassed to admit, I don't remember the names. Math, I apologize. But please keep distracting me in the chat. I mean, please keep talking to me in the chat. I appreciate it. Oh, I would love that, Maury. I'm serious. I really do want to get into VR because I don't know. It always just seemed like such like cool technology, and I actually do have some limited experience with VR through work. Actually, I don't work with VR, but other people in my company do, and I don't know. I just want to hang out with cool people and make friends in VR chat. And I want to dance with O-girls. O-girls, what are you up to today? Are you streaming tonight? I know you're on the West Coast, right? So it's a little bit earlier where you are. I would love to meet Sayin. Just working and listening to music. Is this like work, like a job, or working on like fun O-girls projects? Work, but it's chill. Nice. What do you do for work? Do I know? You don't have to get too detailed if you don't want. Doing your nails right now? Ah, I'm jelly. I haven't done my nails in so long. You work in AI chatbots? That's super interesting. I'm a software engineer. I work on a variety of projects, but I don't know. I haven't done anything with AI. I haven't done anything with VR, although I would like to in the future. Alright, I'm just gonna keep doing some more maths here. Oh hey, I guess I should probably explain. Does everyone in the chat know what a derivative is? Do you want me to attempt to explain it? This is the concept that I'm attempting to relearn tonight. Oh yeah, O-girls, this is a playlist that you actually introduced me to. I remember I think it might have been your first stream that I watched. I was like, you were just like vibing and dancing in VR. And I was like, hey, I love electronic music. You were trying to get me to go to like EDC with you. And I was like, hey, you got any like EDM recommendations? And you pointed me to this playlist. It's called, yeah, This Never Happened by Lane 8. Anyway, I switched to this playlist because I got called out the first time I was using No Copyright Sounds playlist, which is the same playlist that my friend and fellow streamer Tara Pureheart uses, and we have a bunch of mutual friends in chat, and they immediately called me out on ripping off her playlist. Which, listen, I'm just trying to not get sued here. I don't want to get those copyright strikes. Alright, hey, so for those of you just joining, here's the deal with Math with Meesh. Y'all remember when, like, learning used to be fun? I do. But then, like, you go to school, or you get a job, and you have to learn things. But you're not learning because you want to, because things are interesting. You're, like, learning because you have to. And that kind of sucks the fun out of it. So, I had this idea where I just wanted to like learn math not because anyone is forcing me to do it, but just because I think it's interesting. But then I tried learning some more advanced concepts and realized I've forgotten so much, I can't do this, so I'm going back and relearning the basics. So we're starting off pretty simple here. I'm doing some problems from an AP calculus book that the type of problems that you might have learned, in like a high school AP class. Tonight we're learning about derivatives. It's an important concept in calculus here. One thing with me stream, I remember when learning was fun, but another thing about school that always frustrated me, and this is not a criticism of like the individual teachers, but I think it's just more like the system of like the way classes work. Is like you get these teachers and they'll stand in front of the class and they'll explain, they'll give you a bunch of like definitions and stuff, and it's like they would say things that are, obviously, like, technically correct. But the way the way I learn at least, is by, like, actually doing examples. So if they just stand up there and they, rattle off a bunch of textbook definitions, the knowledge just kind of slides off of my smooth brain. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm trying to skip all of that nonsense and get to the fun part, which is, like, actually solving the problems. So I'm not any sort of professional educator. I have no teaching certifications of any kind. The Meesh stream is not a substitute for an actual education. But I like to have fun learning together. And that's why I was saying I skip all these definitions and go straight into solving problems. But I guess for this, I should probably explain what a derivative is, or at least attempt to explain, because otherwise you'll be like, what the heck is this gromlin doing? This doesn't make any sense. So, basic idea. I'm going to explain this in like 30 seconds. This is going to be like, not at all an exhaustive definition here. But the idea in calculus, right, is, I just do this Cartesian plane. You got your x and your y, and then you have, you got your x is your independent variable, your y is your dependent variable, or you could say x is your input, y is your output, and you could have some, function here, varies with time. And this could be your function y equals f of x, right? And the idea with the derivative is you're looking at the rate of change of the function. So you can see, because this varies, right? In the beginning here, the curve is like kind of steeper, where here it's like less steep. You're drawing what you would call like a tangent line to the curve. And that's what a derivative is. You're looking at the rate of change, how fast the function is increasing or decreasing versus time. And that's it. That's derivatives. Calculus. So you have y equals f of x, its derivative is called dy dx, or you can also see it written as f prime of x. And that's all it is. In like algebra or geometry, right, you would have something like a line segment like this, and it would have some slope, which would be like change in y over change in x, and you would have a delta y and a delta x, and your slope would be delta y over delta x. That's what this is. Except the delta y and the delta x both get really, really tiny, and you're looking at instantaneous changes. We did it. We did calculus. Alright, time to go back to the problems. Maurice says, sweet f of x, thank you. Oh, I gotta read your message here. Sometimes I do wiki deep dives and learn about cool stuff. The last one was astronomy. So it's curious. Yeah, Maury, that's what I'm talking about. Like, learning because you want to learn is awesome. Learning because you're forced to learn is not as fun. I didn't ever think about the outer planets having a solid iron core. I know the Earth is like a solid iron core. Are you saying like even like the gas planets like Jupiter and Saturn have a solid core? I would believe that, but I guess I never really thought about it. Maury, I like learning with you. Maury, let's like hang out in VR together. Oh, and I missed O-Girl's message from earlier. Unless you're playing your own original music, everyone is ripping off each other. It's true. I wish you were here the first time when chat called me out. You could have like come to my defense. Hello, Dr. Meanfield. Welcome to Math with Meesh. Oh no! You called me out. Yes. Obviously you're right. The definitions are important. Let me read the rest of your message here. Yes, Dr. Meanfield, that's a totally fair point. And like I said, the Meesh stream is not a substitute for a formal education. I'm just hoping to kind of supplement learning by focusing on examples rather than definitions. I learned the definitions earlier today. I always come to these streams prepared. I did my homework. Dr. Meanfield, how are you today? It's good to have you back in the Meesh stream. Yeah, Dr. Meanfield, I can see why they would think that. But, like, they're not the same kind of problem, right? Because the x is in a different place. In the first example, x is the base, and in the second one, e is the base, and x is the exponent. Alright, time to do another problem. Okay. Maury, rocks are cool. What kind of rock is your favorite? Do you like those igneous rocks, or the sedimentary ones, or metamorphic? Okay, so we got this function here. It's got three terms, so we can just find the derivative of each one individually. So you get dy dx equals... Alright, so this is going to be 2/3 times 3, which is just 2x. And then we do 2/3 minus 1, so negative 1/3. And then here you bring down this exponent, so 4 times 1/2 is 2. 2x to the minus 1/2. Oh, and then 2 just goes away, because the derivative of any constant is 0. Sorry, I got sloppy here. I think I said the right thing but wrote it wrong. It's 2x to the minus 1/3. Geodes, the super cool rocks. Are those the ones they look kind of boring on the outside, and you break them open and they have all the cool looking crystals on the inside? Yee. Man, rocks are cool. Alright. Y equals 2 times the square root of x minus 1 over 2 times the square root of x. Gotta adjust, I'm running out of real estate here. Oh man, Maury, tell me about snakes. How are snakes classified? Something I'm uneducated about. I know venomous and non-venomous. That's how I would classify them. But are there other more interesting ways? I forego. Maury, how could you do this to me? You tempted me with knowledge and then you failed to deliver. Pythons, vipers, and cobras. Interesting. Alright, hold on, I gotta do this problem here before it slides off my smooth brain again. So I'm gonna rewrite this. You get 2 times the square root of x minus, now let me rewrite this like I mean it. You get 2x to the 1/2 minus 1/2 x to the minus 1/2. Yes! We've come back full triangle to the circles. Okay, so now I'm going to do my power rule. So we're going to do dy dx equals x to the minus 1/2. Let me bring down this exponent. As you multiply, so that becomes a plus 1/4, right? X to the minus 3/2. Or if you want to rewrite this, it could be 1 over the square root of x. Yes, 1 over 4 x to the 3/2. Chat, I have sad news. I don't think I did this one right. We're gonna try it again. I'm sorry about my smooth brain. We're getting a new sheet of paper for this one. Y equals 2x to the 1/2 minus 1/2 x to the minus 1/2. Okay. I'm gonna find the derivative of this. Get ready. 1/2 times 2 is just 1, so that cancels out. So this becomes x to the minus 1/2 plus 1/4 x to the minus 3/2. All right. But I think there's a way to simplify this. Because I'm looking at a book that has, like, multiple choices for this answer. And none of these seem right. So let me do some globetrotter algebra here and try and figure this out. So this is the same as 1 over square root of x. Right? I think that's correct. Oh, but here's what I could do. If I wanted to add these, I'd have to do some shenanigans here. So I can multiply this by the square root of x. The square root of x squared over the square root of x squared. Now, why in the world would I ever consider writing something so silly as this? First of all, the square root of x squared is x. And anything divided by itself is 1. But if I do this, this becomes x over square root of x cubed. No, we have a common. Oh no, wait. So now we have a common denominator. So I get 4x plus 1 over this. Is that anything? It does talk! Ashley, how did you just realize that? Was my stream scuffed earlier? Was I not talking? Sometimes I have to tinker with this to get it to, like, use the correct microphone. So I'll just be talking, but the little gremlin won't actually be moving. Ah, fair enough. Hashtag working. Relatable. Ashley, what do you do for work? Did you ever tell me? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Or you can keep it vague. Oh shoot, it's Ricanti. Hey Ricanti. Welcome to the Meesh stream. We're doing maths. Alright. I think my brain might be too smooth for this. So here's the answer. Here's what the book is telling me the answer is. That's not what I got. My title is Sales Engineer and Technical Service Manager. That's cool. My job title is Senior Software Engineer. I feel like software engineering is only one part of what I do. Job titles don't always line up with the actual things you do. My job title should just be Gromlin, to be honest. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see what they did. I'm going to back up a few steps. Yeah. Hold on, let me look at Dr. Meanfield's message there. Square root of x cubed. It's the square root of x squared times the square root of x, which is x times the square root of x. Yes, I get that now. Man, this is a tricky thing where it's like my answer was correct, but not simplified correctly. So let me try this again. So what I had was 1 over the square root of x plus 1 over 4 times the square root of x cubed. But this can be simplified, right? So this thing equals 1 over square root of x plus 1 over, hold on, square root of x. This is gonna be, yeah, no, Dr. Meanfield, you're right. Like I said, you can't see this since I'm not sharing the book this time. Last time I tried to photocopy some of the pages, or, you know, take a picture with my phone or scan it into a PDF, and it came out kind of blurry. So what you can't see is I'm looking at the book, which has the, you know, multiple choices, A, B, C, and D, and I'm trying to massage my answer so that it looks like one of theirs. But here's what they wanted you to do, right? So I'm writing this out, which is probably kind of not necessary for most people, but because I have a smooth brain, I'm going to write it this way. So this equals x. Right? So that's the square root of x cubed. The square root of x times the square root of x is just x. So this whole thing simplifies to x. Oh, it's 4x square root of x. Alright. So that's the right answer. Good job, chat. We got it. Thank you as always, Dr. Meanfield. I always appreciate when you show up in the chat and nudge me in the right direction. Alright, I'm gonna do a couple more of these. Yes, Ashley, that's exactly what it feels like. Just mash it in. Ashley, how are you doing? What fun things have you been up to recently? I've seen your Instagram posts. You're looking cuter than ever. Tell me some things. Tell me some stories. Okay, so this next problem, we got y equals the square root of this whole thing. I'm going to rewrite it as x squared plus 2x minus 1 to the power 1/2. You went to drag bingo? That sounds like so much fun. How did you dress for drag bingo? Okay, so we're doing the chain rule here. I'm gonna bring down this 1/2, do x squared plus 2x minus 1, all this to the power of minus 1/2, times the derivative of the inner function, so 2x plus 2. danced with a Logitech controller. Oh my goodness. So, was this story like exaggerated by the media, or were they actually controlling a submarine with a wireless Logitech controller? Because here's the thing. Like, I'm a casual video game enjoyer, and like, I'm used to technology failing and things going wrong. Like, I started this stream tonight, and immediately my gremlin wasn't talking, and like my mic was muted, and I had to fix it. And like, technology fails, and like, in the space of technology, anything wireless just seems so unreliable. Okay, it was wired. Well, that's slightly better, but you probably still shouldn't be using a video game controller for your like life critical applications. I don't know. The whole thing was silly. Dang, I like this song. Y'all, I discovered so much good music through O Girls. Everyone should follow her. Okay, I think I gotta... My answer might be correct, but I gotta mash these numbers to make them look like one of the answers in the book. So let me try this. You're a nerd. Y'all, I love this pen that I mooched from Ricanti. Ricanti, if you're still in the chat, you're not getting this pen back. Okay. So now, I can factor out a 2. This becomes x plus 1. These 2's cancel out. So then I can rewrite this. I do think flying a drone is different than piloting a sub with 6 passengers though, right? There should probably be like higher safety standards when your vehicle, you know, has 6 human beings in it versus being unmanned. Ah, sugar. I had a mistake. That should have been a minus 3 halves. Dang it. So then this whole thing comes out to be x plus 1 over the 3 halves. Yeah, I think that's the right answer. Hello, Mushhog. Welcome to the Meesh stream. We're doing more maths. Y'all, I'm not sure I got the right answer for this one. This has not been a good... It's not been a good math stream for Meesh. Mushhog, how are you this evening? Are you excited to do some derivatives together? I had the right answer? Then I think this might be a mistake in the book. Before I went fiddling around? Oh no. Yeah. You're right. Shoot. I think I got it all hosed up. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Okay, this is like... See, Dr. Meanfield, you're not seeing what I'm seeing, because the answers in the book are tricky, but I think I see what they did. Okay, I'm going to try this again without the fiddling around. We're going to do y equals... x squared plus 2x minus 1. Square root of this whole thing, right? Maury, thank you for the lurk. Lurking is loving. Okay, but then I can rewrite this as x squared plus 2x minus 1 to the power of 1/2. Okay, and we're going to find the derivative of this. So that's 1/2 x squared plus 2x minus 1 to the power of negative 1/2. And that equals oh, shoot. Almost forgot. Gotta do a chain rule here. So the derivative of this is 2x plus 2. So then this thing becomes 2, right? So I just factor out the 2. And this is 2 times the square root of x squared plus 2x minus 1. Right, so these 2's cancel out, and that equals x plus 1 or the square root of x squared plus 2x minus 1. Right? So this is the answer that I got that I thought was right. Dr. Meanfield, is this the right answer? Is this the answer you got? Because I'm looking at the multiple choices in the book, and that's not one of the choices available. Because they pulled a tricky on me. Here's what they say the answer is. X plus 1 over y. And here's the thing. It's true, because y equals the square root of x squared plus 2x minus 1. It is the same, but they tricked me. Because it's the same, but it doesn't look the same. So, well, this is their answer. I think this is a case of like, hello 32-bit kid. Yeah, it is tricky. You know, I guess they're just keeping me on my toes. Thank you for the 128 bits. Thank you, 32-bit kid. You are so generous. 32-bit kid, what are you up to today? Did you do anything fun on this Wednesday? Happy hump day. But yeah, I guess like, I don't know. I guess this is the difference between doing math versus like solving multiple choice math problems. Oh shoot. Dr. Meanfield, you blew my mind. Can I tell you? I'm gonna get real with you all for a sec. One of the main reasons I started doing these math streams, well, the main reason is because I want to relive the time when learning was fun, which I think I can do, because now I'm not learning because someone's forcing me to. I'm learning and hanging out with my friends in the chat as they bust my chops, which is great. But another reason I wanted to do this, I took differential equations when I was in college, and I didn't get it. Like, I passed the class, and it was fine, but like, I couldn't solve a differential equation today. If you gave me like the simplest equation, the simplest, ordinary differential equation that could be solved with like separation of variables, maybe I could bumble my way to a right answer. But I always got so like discouraged because I know I'm not dumb. Like, I know I'm capable of doing this, but I don't know. It was a combination of a couple things. Like, I hadn't taken linear algebra, which probably should have been a prereq for the class, and like some of it was the things I vented about before, about like my frustrations with like the education system. But honestly, some of it was also like I wasn't the most serious student at the time. I would have done things differently. And you know what? That's not a hypothetical. It's not I would have done things differently. I am doing things differently now. I'm relearning the math I used to know so that someday I can learn differential equations